go ahead and get started. Beth, I'll do the first two and let you do the second two. How's that sound?
Sure, sounds good. Whatever you like, love.
It's been a day around here. So Beth and I are going to New York. We're very excited. We're going to go be on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is another perk of leadership is sometimes you get invited to do some cool stuff. So we are pretty psyched. It's like the week after Thanksgiving that we're going. So
we're going for Giving Tuesday when Cindy gives to the Toys for Tots on the Today Show. So you'll see us there with our hot pink hats. All right. So the heart of our business is truly sharing the opportunity. Quite honestly, if someone hadn't, if Rachel hadn't handed me that catalog years ago, there's no way that I would be where I am right now today. So giving the gift of 31 truly is the ultimate gift that we can give and the ultimate thing we can share with someone. And it truly is the heart of our business and where our business is going. So why should you recruit? You want to recruit, ladies, because it is going to increase your income. You cannot get to everyone on your own. There is no way that you can reach as many as many customers just as you yourself, as if you have a team of other consultants that are working with you. You feel major pride in their success. You guys hear me say all the time, I am so excited for you and I am so proud of you, and I truly am. You all are so important to us that what you all do truly does. It's kind of like a mama, how you feel when your child does something amazing. So you may also promote into leadership, and leadership is such a great place to do with this company. We get lots of perks, like getting to go to be on the Today Show. We'll also be going to Orlando in November and having a retreat down there that we're very excited about. The leadership incentive trips are there. So there's just all kinds of things. And we have the opportunity to earn incentives that you all don't. So when we host Celebrate and Connects, oftentimes 31 gives us an additional incentive for doing that. There's just lots of great things that come from leadership beyond the income.
Yeah, and neither of us joins with any intention of like being big direct sales leaders. Like that was not on the radar. I wanted to deal in some bags. That was it.
I need to pay rent. Totally.
Yeah. I mean, so anybody can do this. It doesn't require special skills, special training, special anything to recruit and to grow a team. Not at all.
Yeah, no, I did what I was doing when I started.
Oh yeah, no. I know. Like
I wonder how in the world I actually managed.
Those girls that were around in our early days are probably like, yeah, you guys really didn't know what you were doing. So it's definitely something that it's like on the job training. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so is this one me or you?
It's you.
Okay. So I hear from a lot of people, especially newer people, that they are afraid to recruit because they don't know what they're doing. That is probably the biggest thing I hear is, oh no, that's going to take up so much time. Oh, I don't know how to train somebody, I'm new. Well, let me just put this out there. Like Marika and I said, we didn't know what we were doing either. And side note to that is if you are a consultant or a senior consultant, or even a brand new director, that's what we're here for. We're here to give your team what they need, celebrate, encourage, reward them, just like we do you. So my brand new consultants like Tatiana, for example, not that you're brand new, but you just recruited Evelyn not very long ago, and she has the exact same access to me that you do. She gets the exact same incentives and the exact same reward systems and all that as you do, because you are not a director yet. So you're not expected to kind of lead her yet. I mean, it's awesome that you're there for her as a resource, and she can be a great pacing partner, and she's, can come to you with questions, whatever, but I'm always here too. Do you know what I mean? So I never, ever, ever want somebody to shy away from recruiting because they're worried that they can't do everything I do, because it's not your job to do everything that myself or Marie can do. Let your leaders handle that until we groom you into leadership, if that's the direction you're looking to go. And then the other thing is, a lot of people are afraid that they're going to hear no. And I get it. That's like a psychological thing. People don't like being told no. It doesn't feel good. It feels icky. But you kind of have to take your own hangups out of the equation, because you were offered this one way or another, whether you sought it out or whether somebody said, hey, you'd really be good at this. You were offered this opportunity, and it's done something for your life, even if it's, not that you're paying your mortgage yet, or you're, making your car payment, but maybe you're getting some really cute products. Maybe you're having a lot of fun with a sisterhood. Maybe you're meeting new people. Maybe you're coming out of your shell a little bit more. Whatever it is that this business is doing for you, whoever invited you into it wasn't afraid to offer it to you, wasn't afraid to give you that gift. And my upline said to a whole bunch of us a long time ago, I know how amazing 31 is, and who am I to not share that with somebody? Like, that's so selfish. How could I not share that with somebody? It's up to them to say no. Or yes or no. It's up to them. Your job is just to offer it, because you have this really cool company that we know is filled with fun and money and fabulousness and sisterhood. And it's just such a blessing to so many of us. And we love to share it. And do you know what I find so funny? I've been doing this for 9.5 years, and I still, at almost every party, have somebody say, oh my God, I've never heard of 31. What is that? And it kills me. I'm like, seriously, this has been my whole life for 9 years, and you've never heard of it? Like, what? So there's definitely so much room for growth out there. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Okay.
Beth, there is one other thing about perception that I hear quite often. I hear that, I live in a really small town and there's already a lot of consultants here. And so I'm afraid that if I sign up, that they'll take my customers, or neither one of us will have enough business. And so I want to address that really quickly. Is that one of the ones that you hear too, Beth?
Not as often, no, but I think I live in a little bit bigger area than you do. And what I hear a lot from customers is, oh my gosh, I used to have a 31 girl, but she quit selling.
Absolutely.
I hear that a ton, because you know what? It's direct sales is not for everybody. I get that. This company is not for everybody. A lot of people jump ship and go with the big new shiny thing, and that's just their personality. They're probably going to do that 10 more times, and that's totally 100% okay. I'm not hating on that at all. But the fact of the matter is, we don't have, in my opinion, enough consultants to service all the available customers out there. It doesn't matter what area you're in. That's just my soapbox. Sorry, go ahead.
And it's very true. So an average consultant can only truly take care of 500 customers really well. And even if you live in a small town, you're going to be introduced to people that your other friends and other customers don't know. So it's a domino effect. When you do a party, you meet a new person, they introduce you to new people, and then those people introduce you to new people. I started out in a small town, y'all. I started out with exactly the same friends as my director, Rachel. Rachel and I had the same friends. We worked at the same school. We went to the same church. And we are both leaders in this company now, 10 years later. So there is room for all of us. Even if you do have your neighbor that sells 31, there are lots of people that you all know that are different that you'll be able to help to grow your business. So don't let that fear scare you. If God is leading you to talk to somebody about the opportunity, share it with them. And then share with them that, there's this domino effect and you're going to all meet new people. All right. So 4 thoughts that may change your mindset. So our stats and commission, and we'll just kind of give you a brief rundown on that. That was the slide that Beth and I both neither one got to, because there's been so much going on. And we've been talking to you all a lot over the past couple of days. So we will give you all a brief rundown of that. And actually, it might be kind of fun to let them try to guess how much we made in September. What do you think, Beth?
Sure.
Why not, right?
Let me find my stats. I don't know how much I made in September. It hasn't hit my bank account yet.
We got our summary statements just the other day.
did. I got to find it.
Yeah. So anyway, the ability for someone else to get what they want. I mean, sharing 31 with others is going to help other people to get the things that they want, to get you to focus on others. You know, sometimes it's nice to help others and to put other people ahead of us. And when you're recruiting, that's truly what you're doing. It is not about you. It is 100% about the person that you are recruiting. It's your gift to offer the opportunity, and it's their choice to either accept or decline it. So this is the one that we didn't finish, and I could not get it to delete a minute ago. But just there's my beginning parts, and if you think you can guess what our commissions were, and we're just talking rounded to the nearest 1,000. How's that? That'll make it easy. Go ahead and stick it in the chat. Let us know what you think, and we will pull a winner later on. I will tell you that Beth's team is a little bit larger than mine. And Beth, how many directors do you have right now?
5 right now.
I have 5 directors. Beth has 5 directors. My lineage size is 1,200, and my team size is right at 50. How about you, Beth?
Lineage, I want to say, is about 1,500, and team size is about 70-ish, Gen Zero size.
Yep. All right. So there's a little bit of some hints to help y'all out there. So sharing the
I'm curious to hear your guesses.
I know. I can't wait. I think that's kind of fun, don't you?
It is kind of fun.
So share your guess in the chat, what you think Beth's income was for the month of September and what you think my income was for the month of September. And we're going to round it to the nearest 1,000, y'all. All right, Beth, here you go. I'll let you do this one. I feel like I talked a lot.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. I love this Zig Ziglar quote. I think he's genius. You can get anything you want out of life if you help other people get what they want. I think that's so true. And recruiting and sharing the opportunity is an excellent example of that. You're giving somebody else the opportunity to earn income for their family. You're giving somebody else the opportunity to help contribute to the bills. You're giving them the opportunity to get girl time and get out of the house and maybe get a break from a really hectic, crazy, busy life. And in return, it's giving you the chance to grow your leadership skills. It's giving you the chance to grow within this company and potentially promote into leadership if that's something that you're interested in doing. It really is a partnership. I don't even know what else to say about that. It's an amazing partnership, and I'm so grateful for Courtney sharing this with me 9.5 years ago, because I can't even fathom. I'd probably be working in corporate still, and no, I don't want that. I like to be able to do what I want when I want. It's awesome.
So, yes, me too. I would still be teaching school, and golly, that's kind of hard to believe. I can't imagine having to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning anymore and get dressed and get Grayson ready at the same time to go off. Here's the next one.
I'm waiting for the slide to come up.
Do you see it?
I still see Zig Ziglar.
Yeah, it's got writing on it. How's that? Did it come up?
Oh, there's writing on Zig Ziglar. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, don't know where it's from. Let me see if I can erase it. Nope.
No, they all have writing on it.
Oh, well.
Okay. Yeah, so if you forget about the benefits of us and focus on what's in it for them, I know it's kind of the same thing with bookings, and it's kind of the same thing with selling. Nobody wants to seem pushy, but you guys, seriously, in any of those cases, but recruiting especially, it's not pushy. It's not selfish. It's, hey, I have this really cool secret and I'm going to let you in on it, type of thing. Because you're offering them the chance, and I don't know if we have a slide about this, about the difference between selling 31 versus getting a part-time job.
Oh, but boy, oh boy, wasn't that training from Celebrate the best?
Yes, and so true, you guys. Like, there's a ton of people who are looking to just add a few $100s to their monthly bottom line. I don't know about you, but even now there are months when I'm like, oh, an extra 500 would come in really handy right about now. I mean, I got teenagers. They are not cheap. You guys maybe can relate to that. But there's a lot of people who are looking at potentially getting just a seasonal job to kind of, float them through the holidays and maybe pay cash for Christmas. But the reality of that is they could go make minimum wage or maybe a little bit more at some place like Walmart or Target or Starbucks or whatever, and work 20 hours a week. Or they could do just a couple parties, 4 parties a month, 1 party a week, and make that much without having to be away from their family as much, without having to cut into their time at home, without having to cut into their kids' sports activities, without having to cut into all that family life that we all really treasure. Those of us with kids, I'll tell you what, my son is a junior, my daughter's a sophomore, and it's becoming like super crystal clear to me that they are not going to be home for very much longer. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to think that in less than 2 years, my son is going to be away at college. And so I don't want to sacrifice that time with them.
No.
And there's a lot of people in that same boat.
Yes. Grayson's asking me now. He said, Mommy, we haven't had a Mommy and Grayson night for a while. And it's because we've just had so much going on recently. So when we get off of here, he and I are watching a movie. I'm letting him stay up a little bit late, and we're having a Mommy and Grayson night.
Yes.
One of the perks is being able to have that time for our family that we don't always have. So offer it to everyone. Some of the top leaders in our business, believe it or not, have been mortgage brokers, doctors, attorneys, and even surgeons. I don't know if you all know the name JP, but Jennifer Pasalakis was an executive banker when she started doing this, and she is one of the top leaders in the entire company, and she switched careers completely. So you never know who might be interested. Don't just assume because they have a high-paying job like that they love it and they don't want to change. Offer to everyone. Someone may join just to get over their fear of public speaking. You just never know why people are joining. They may even join to meet new people. I have lots of consultants that join to meet new people. Don't believe in the stereotypes for this business, ladies. You don't have to be a teacher, a nurse, or a stay-at-home mom to do this. You can be anyone to do this. And I know, Beth, you have a great story about one of your consultants who actually did join to get over her fear of public speaking, don't you?
Yes, I love her. So she was a great customer. She'd hosted a couple times, and she had been through a personal tragedy and wanted to become kind of a speaker to help other women through that, but she was terrified of public speaking. And so she joined because she'd seen me standing up at parties and standing up at meetings and whatever and talking, and it was no big thing. And so she thought this would help her, to be up in front of an audience at a party would help her get used to kind of that being in the spotlight type of thing. And she's no longer a consultant anymore. It was a season in her life that she's just no longer in, but it did help her get to where she wanted to be public speaking wise. And now she is able to be, it's not exactly a counselor, but is able to go speak to women that have gone through the same thing that she has gone through. And it killed that fear for her, which is huge. I just love it. I'm so proud of her because, I mean, when she was rocking it, and she's still a really good customer again and a hostess again and all that. And I'm really thankful that 31 was able to kind of be there for her for that particular reason.
Absolutely. And so there are seasons. Like you said, some people stay and some people go. I've got consultants that have been with me for years. I've got new consultants. I've got consultants that have been with me, had to leave for a season and are back. So tips for offering the opportunity. So you don't have to be pushy. I hope that no one ever thinks that I'm pushy because I can't imagine feeling like I'm forcing something on someone. But you can offer the opportunity in a way that's appealing and makes someone want to say yes or get more information. Listen to someone's reasons for why they may want to join. Maybe they say they just don't have enough money to buy everything off their wish list. Maybe they don't get to get out very much. Maybe they have some major bills that they need to pay off. Maybe they're just looking for some vacation money, some fun to get away and get to do some fun things, like just getting to spend the time at conference. I have some consultants that truly just stay in because they love getting to go to conference every year. And so they sell, they're hobby consultants. They have a great time with us. And different times of years, they sell more than at other times. For some people, it is the income. And that's truly what it was for me. I needed the $600. For many people, it's just a sense of belonging and being part of a group. And we truly do have one of the best sisterhoods around. For others, it's the products. But listen to your customers and your friends and listen for the reasons that this might be a good opportunity for them. All right, Beth.
There it is. Okay. So you guys, I don't know if you've heard this before, but oftentimes it takes 7 offers of something before somebody buys in to it. So until somebody says to you, no, I have absolutely zero interest in ever being a consultant for 31, then they're not really a no. They're a not right now. And again, we're not saying be pushy, not at all. We're not saying you call them up every day and say, okay, you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Can you hear me now? No, don't do that. But don't be afraid to ask them if they're interested, if they're unsure, if they don't know, if they, maybe not right now. No, I can't right now. I don't have any money. No, it's not a good time. Make sure that you are following back up with them at a later date. So maybe 2 months later, maybe when the new catalog comes out, maybe when we have a really cool promotion going on, like a big pink ticket, whatever it is, until they've absolutely unequivocally said, no way, absolutely not, then they still are a potential recruit for you. Maybe you ask them to, hey, maybe you'd like to host a party and let's see how that goes. So there's lots of different ways you can approach it, but don't give up on them until they're really sure and you're really sure that they're not in.
Absolutely. I can't even tell you how many times I've had people come back to me later and tell me, yeah, now's the right time for me.
Mm-hmm.
When you change the way you think about recruiting, you're truly going to change the results. And that's really that mindset of you're getting them to do something for you. That's not what's happening here. Lots of times we feel like when you ask someone to join your team, that you're asking them to do something for you. No, you are offering them an opportunity, a gift that could potentially change their life. And just imagine if the person who had asked you never did. How would your life be different now? So don't withhold that opportunity from someone else by not simply asking.
Mm.
The recruiting systems. We've got 2 types of potential recruit. The first is someone who's shown interest to you. So they've expressed interest in some way or another that they might be interested in the opportunity. Maybe they've asked you about your business. They've even asked you, how often you work, or said, what you do looks like it's really a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So there's that person. And then there's the other person, someone that you think would truly be good at what we do and that you really want to have on your team. Maybe there's just someone out there that you just love spending time with and you would love the opportunity to get to spend more time with them. And so if they were a team member of yours, you'd have that opportunity. So those are the 2 types of potential recruits. We're going to talk a little bit more about them now. So when you're going to recruit, for all recruiting, you're going to need a recruiting packet or a brochure. And so this is just a little example of what a recruiting packet might look like. It might have a copy of your why story or one of the other 31 why stories that you have seen that come in every order that you receive. You're going to find one of the 31 why stories in there. Those are the ladies from the Circle of Honor. You can always use those if you don't feel comfortable writing your own. An opportunity brochure, a catalog, a copy of the career path, which you can simply get by going on 31 Today and typing in career path. Mm-hmm. A copy of our values flyer, which you will find on our Gives on our Girlfriend Side Gig page. I actually think that the career path is on there as well. And a paper copy of the application. And people always say to me, why a paper copy of the application? You want the paper copy of the application because if you're handing that recruiting packet to someone and you're sitting down to go over it with them and they say, I want to join right now, what if you can't get on your computer, if your iPad's not working, or it's too hard to see on your phone? You do not want to let them walk away without going ahead and signing up right now. So if you have a paper application, they can complete that immediately. You can take it home and then enter the information just as if you were joining, and they will be a recruit for you. Also people that pay, sorry Beth, also people that might want to pay with a check can pay with a check if they use a paper application. The only caveat to that is then you will want to go buy a Visa gift card in the amount that it will cost them to join, and use that to enter as their credit card when they sign up. Because if you use your credit card, then you're going to be charged for their monthly website every single month. You don't want that to happen.
Yeah, can I interject something too? Like Tatiana was asking earlier about her girlfriend that wants to sign up but can't afford the website right now. If people who don't have a website have a potential recruit, that person can absolutely fill out a paper application and send it into home office. So you don't even have to have a website to recruit. Yeah. That said, I totally recommend having a website because I get a ton of online business. But if it's just not feasible, there are still ways to run absolutely every other aspect of your business other than online sales without the website, including recruiting.
Absolutely. And when you do use the paper application and fax it in, you're going to want to follow up with a phone call to make sure they receive the fax as well. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they get very many faxes on the same day, and you want to make sure that they have yours in their hand. So we talked about the two different reasons that people join. One is showing interest, and then the other one is someone that you think would be good. So let's first talk about the showing interest. So this is our recruiting system. So this is just a little bit about the way in which you might go about talking to someone about the 31 opportunity. First, you might just give them a hostess pack or give them that recruiting packet that we talked about. And then in a few days, you're going to follow up with a phone call or a text message or a private message. Your first one's going to say, how will you leave your mark on the world? So there's a text that we have that you can send out that talks to them a little bit about what 31 can do for them and how they will leave their mark on the world. The next thing you're going to do is send out an invitation for them to join our opportunity group, the Girlfriend Side Gig group that we have created, where we have other 31 consultants sharing their stories of why they joined 31 and helping answer questions. We really love this group because it's not just me and Beth talking. We are often inviting consultants from our teams to share their why. And this allows potential recruits to hear from brand new consultants, consultants that have been selling for a while, senior consultants, directors, executive directors, people at all levels and that sell for all different reasons. And the neat thing about that group is all of those videos that we've already recorded from our live Girlfriend Side Gig training are there. So when someone jumps on and joins for the first time, they can literally watch all of those previous videos and hear from all of the previous consultants as well.
Yeah, and any of you guys are always welcome to make a why video and put it up there.
Absolutely.
Because we would love that. We would love to hear from as many as possible. And I think everybody's potential consultants would as well.
Absolutely. And the more of us they hear from, the more likely they are to be sparked the interest to join. So the next thing you're going to do is follow up with a personal phone call or a personal meeting. And I know that chatting works really well, but sometimes hearing people's voices really makes the difference. I love to meet people for coffee. People know that. I love to meet for coffee and talk face-to-face and have the opportunity to answer. So next, they're either going to choose to join, or they're going to move into your follow-up system, and you're going to follow up with them again in the future if now's not the right time for them. So this is for those people that have showed interest. So Beth is going to talk about the ones that you choose.
Okay. So, like we were saying before, sometimes you just have that friend or you meet that person at a party that you're just like, oh my gosh, this chick would rock this business like you wouldn't believe. Or, wow, she is so much fun. We would have such a great time doing this together. Sometimes maybe it's your best friend and you just really want to involve her. So, that person, you need to approach them and let them know why it is you think that they have a place in 31. What is it about them? Clearly, you've identified something. Whatever it is, you should let them know and be sincere about it because people can tell if you're not being sincere. So text them something like that, voice text them if you want, something like that. And then say, can I call you? Can we chat about it? And then get them on the phone, see what they think. See what they think of the idea. Maybe they're like, never thought about it, but heck yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Maybe, they're not interested, but get that gauge from them on the phone. Get them either in person or on the phone and get that gauge from them. If they show any interest, if they say, yeah, that's an interesting idea, I might want to do that. You're going to kind of step back in to the same path that you were on before of the people that have shown interest, because now you've kind of got their buy-in. So you're going to get them the recruiting packet. You're going to do the follow-up call to see what they thought of the recruiting packet. You're going to text them the how will you leave your mark on the world, invite them to the opportunity group, set up a call, and recruit them. So the only thing different about those people you're identifying versus the people who have shown an interest is those first couple steps where you're gauging their interest level. Because once they've shown an interest, they're going right into the same setup. So it might look like, oh my gosh, I got to think about these two different systems, but really no. It's one system, just one of them has an extra step on the front. That's it. It's not that hard, I promise.
That's right. So while Beth was talking, I was trying to check here to see who all we had on the call because, as you know, we love to do a little drawing to celebrate you all for taking time out. So if you're on the call with us right now, your name is going into the drawing, and we'll do that before we end. So ways to contact. I love postcards, and this to print is amazing. And postcards truly speak in a different way than a text does because people don't get postcards anymore. So I love to send them. So we use postcards, we use text messages, we use Red Stamp, and really Red Stamp has kind of gone by the wayside. And so instead of Red Stamp, what we're going to say is we're going to say graphic texts, because that's really what Red Stamp was. Red Stamp is a graphic text that has information within the picture about joining, and that's another great way to contact people. A personal call or a personal meeting. And yeah, when we're talking about text, we're also talking about private messages as well. And those voice clips that you can send on private messages are amazing. And I love to do the little video clips as well. If you don't have the opportunity to talk to people in person, Beth taught me about those video clips, and wow, what a difference it makes when people see your face and your expression when you are actually talking to them. And people will respond back the same way that you respond to them. So if you can't meet in person or have a personal phone call, lots of times those video text or voice clips work just as well.
Mm-hmm. And the fun new little, what are those new iPhone things called? I just made my little person where it's like your little like emoji character that talks when you talk.
Oh, that's
what
cute.
are they called? Animojis or something?
I don't know. I don't have an iPhone.
Oh, geez. Okay. Anybody that has an iPhone, you got to make yourself one. They're absolutely hilarious. Not that you want to have a whole conversation with them, but let's see. Can you see my little person? That's my little person. And you can like make her talk, and she like when you're recording the video, she's doing your facial expressions. It's like wicked cute. It's stupid. And like you could just send a fun thing like, girl, you know you want to be on my team. You know what I mean? Like just something silly fun like that. Like you don't want to have a whole conversation. But
I am so jealous because my Samsung does not have that, but hopefully they'll be coming out with it soon. But that's adorable.
Because iPhone's better, just saying.
iPhone just does things first sometimes. I wouldn't say they're better. They don't have things that my Samsung has, but then they do have things that my Samsung doesn't have. So, so making an opportunity. I was talking talking about leading up to the opportunity event. And ladies, this is truly the things that we are going to be doing for you all over the next couple of days. The most important thing for you all to do is to make sure that you get your people there and comment. So you're going to see us posting in the Girlfriend Side Gig over the next couple of days. Please comment, please share, please get your girls there and welcome them. Send reminders. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're not in the Girlfriend Side Gig yet, I just posted about it on my Rockstars page today. So check that out. There's a link to it to where you can join. And that way, anytime you have a potential recruit, you can automatically invite them to the group, because we're not going to kick anybody out. Like, you'll just remain a part of it. And then anytime you invite somebody, they're able to go back and see whatever's been posted, like we were saying before, the different live videos and that sort of thing. So get yourself in there if you're not in there already.
Absolutely. And I talked about it in the live video that I did with you all just a little while ago, and posted the link to it there. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and join. So send reminders to those potential recruits to let them know what time the live is actually going to be. It's going to be this Wednesday night at 8:30 in the Girlfriend Side Gig, and Susan Weiss is going to be talking for us, okay? But again, there are videos already there that they can watch at this point. Make sure that you send out those personal reminders even the day of, because people forget. We are so busy nowadays, people forget. And when the live starts, actually tag your friend in the live video so that they can see that it has started. And that will help them to not miss it in case they're doing something else. If they don't attend, put them on your list for next month. And the good thing about the Girlfriend Side Gig group is that they just stay in here. But don't you forget about them. Make sure that you keep them on your list. I have my trusty dusty little notebook right here. And I have my list of potential recruits. And I follow up with them on a regular basis. I make myself a little date note of the last time I contacted them. So that way I am not bugging them too often. But every couple of months I like to reach back out. You want to do the sample script, Beth?
Sure. Okay. So this is just when you're inviting somebody to come check out the Girlfriend Side Gig. I would love to invite you to participate in our opportunity group where you can, wait.
It's coming back.
Where you can, huh?
It's coming back.
You're messing with my head, Marican. Okay, well, you guys can read this, but come see what 31's all about. We're going to share the opportunity brochure, answer questions, and you know, tell you all about it. And here's the link. Here's how you join, because please don't ever just randomly add people to the group. It's kind of like a Facebook party in that regard. You wouldn't just drag people in off the street to come to your party. So please don't do that on social media either. Invite, don't kidnap. Sorry.
I was uninviting myself from all kinds of groups over the weekend. I had time when I was driving home, and I was like, wow, there's a whole bunch of groups I didn't know I'd been added to. And I was going, no. No one likes it. So don't do it to them, because you don't like to have it done to you. Right, Beth?
Right. Exactly.
So here is another potential script. This is one you can send out the day of, and we'll share that with you as well. And so now it's time for our call to action. We just want you to invite somebody. Even if you already have had a recruit this month, invite someone else to the Girlfriend Side Gig. Think of that potential recruit that you would like to have. And if you're a brand new girl, jump out there and start recruiting right away, because it will make a difference in your business.
Absolutely.
You guys are still with us. Look at y'all.